TV network presents, broadcasting live from the greatest city in the world, New York City. It's the Bobby Brown Show. And now here's your host, Bobby Brown.
On the GO, this was not supposed to be a full show. Just had one topic to talk about. Actually got two, but I'm going to do them separate. It's been a long time. Been dealing with some situations for his work and, dealing with the immigration crisis in New York City and a whole bunch of stuff. Let me take this jacket off. I had to take the coat off. And give me a second. Had to take the fly blazer off. My work coat. Let me change the spectacles too. Throw that over there. Take this off. Well, good day, folks. What can I say? Let's get right straight to the point. I don't like Ron Desantis. I don't like him. I never liked him from day one. From the moment that he told Andrew Gilliam that let's don't monkey this up, we knew that the racist in him was just spewing out. He is a bona fide white supremacist. When I say white supremacy is a person that takes on an ideology that they're supreme and anybody else is less civilized, that they run the show, that the world cannot run without them, that they're supreme. And a lot of people believe that. And look, I believe everybody have their rightful place in developing this world. Nobody has a 100% authority over this world. This world was created by something bigger than man and flesh anyway. It's my opinion. But some people look at white supremacy like a religion. And Ron DeSantis is a bona fide. Now, I told you guys, when you go around trying to pick the lesser of the two evil white supremacists, at the end of the day, you're going to get the most evilest white supremacists around. Now, a lot of y'all had a choice between white supremacist Joe Biden and white supremacist Donald Trump. But you figured that Joe Biden was the lesser of the two evils. Now, I beg to differ. All of them have their evil in every kind of way. But the lesser of two evils is not a matter. Same thing with white supremacist bigot Hillary Clinton and white supremacist bigot Donald Trump. At the end of the day, you're still voting for a white supremacist, pathological lying, bigot, racist. This particular situation, you got rape allegations on both sides of the aisle. Now, Ron DeSantis is as big as racist as they come. He's a calculated, intelligent, smart white supremacist. Kind of like Joe Biden in his 90s, in the 90s, and the 80s, and the 70s. Smart, calculated, vicious, but smile in your face all the time and want to take your place. Backstabbers. They act like they love you and surround you, but when they look at you and they wish they can snuff you off the face of this earth if it wasn't for the laws. And I told you I'm gonna go through a series of massacres that happened in this country. You're talking about a Holocaust in Germany, and it was a Holocaust, and it was in Germany, and it was horrible, but it's nothing compared to the multiple Holocausts that happened right here in these United States. Total towns slaughtered. Total towns drowned by design. And this is the ideology of white supremacists now, but they're more smart and calculated on how they snuff out the people who they want off the face of this planet. Now, Ron DeSantis had been blowing dog whistles, cowbells, horse whistles, any kind of whistle you can think of Stroking the flames of white supremacy. Stroking the flames. Why you want to go after African studies? Why you want to change African studies? Why you're not going after Asian studies? Why you're not going after white studies? And I told you before that they never taught true black history. They don't teach true American history in none of the schools. They only teach his story, HISSTORY, his story, the story of the powers that be, what they want you to learn about the founding fathers and how this country was developed. And most of us lie. And the founding fathers wasn't all that holy. He act like the founding father was the Holy Grail and he got the Mount Rushmore. Nah, no. And don't get me wrong. Let me talk to you real quick. I love the United States. Glad I was born here. Glad half of my family came here through slavery. I mean, not through slavery, but half of my family came here from Africa. The other half is natural born, native born, Black American Indian that has been here before the settlers got here. We've been here. We've always been here. We inhabit the world. We're the original man of the entire earth. And because of who we are, people try to snuff us out. We grow by leaps and bounds, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Now I'm going to get to this. I was setting this up, but I'm just going to get to the story. Ron DeSantis is a piece of trash. I don't know who's the worst piece of white supremacist, bigoted, racist. I mean, I think, I put Donald Trump at my, out of the Republicans, I probably put him on a lower total pole than that Mammy Velek, whatever his name, and Ron DeSantis. They're at the top two is running for office. Joe Biden, he would be number one, but he's old and decrepit and can't think straight. And any day now, any day. That's why Kamala Harris is rubbing her hands, hoping that happened before the election take place. So she can become, that's the only way she's going to become president. No, a piece of trash. Dog trash. All right, so we had some murders that happened in Jacksonville. Not the first time murders happened in Jacksonville. And not the first time murders happened in Jacksonville by some bigoted white supremacists wannabe racists. The thing is, this one was televised because this guy was so extreme in his racism and his bigotry and his white supremacy that it was ridiculous. He had a manifesto where he just totally, it was all about black people. Just like Ramaswamy, it seemed like every time he talk about meritocracy, but then all of a sudden he goes over into blackness. Why you want to touch blackness? You ain't black, man. Shut up. Same thing with Ron DeSantis. Why you always want to go over here and touch black and don't touch nobody else? And these folks can't even say the word white supremacy. They can't even utter the words racist because they know they'll be talking about their freaking self. Well, we're going to hear a news report about the murders that took place in Jacksonville. 3 people, could have been more, that happened at a Dollar General store. This is MSNBC News. Fair use, fair use, fair use, MSNBC.
White gunman who killed 3 black people in a racially motivated attack at a Dollar General store in Jacksonville, Florida. Police are now saying the gunman left behind a suicide note and pages upon pages of hate-filled writings. NBC News national correspondent Gabe Gutierrez has the latest.
I am tired.
This morning, a Jacksonville community is grieving the stunning loss of 3 people shot to death in what police say was a racially motivated attack.
Now, before I go into this, our communities, they don't report this on the news, but our communities continue to go through this over and over again. That's why I tell people, I mean, you see somebody suspicious in your neighborhood, you better check that brother. If you know he has not been there, and I can understand why some people, when we go in their neighborhood and they never really seen us, they're always suspicious, they already racist, they already prejudiced. So they may think, they don't think we're going to kill nobody. We think we're probably going to steal a car, probably going to, some old stupid crime, But it's usually not something, they coming in my neighborhood to kill somebody. No, we see you. We wondering what this brother up to. Why he got on those black Vans. And why that dude got blue gloves in the back, rubber gloves in the back pocket. You gotta keep our eye on that brother. And in some cases, we'll check you. Yo, bro, who you here to see? Huh? Sharon? What you know about Sharon? All right, come on, let's go. Cause I'm gonna ask Sharon who you are. We gonna check you. We gonna lock our neighborhood. And that's why community policing is so important. That's why we need to have our own black people, black neighborhoods, FBA neighborhoods especially, need to have their own protection force. I go down to Queens. I go over there in the Roosevelt Avenue section of Queens. They have an Asian Protection Agency, the APA. The Asian Protection, or as the APS, Asian Protection. These are people walking around in the yellow vest that's making sure nobody don't stop them. And they like the guardian angels of the Asian neighborhoods. And black people need to get back to that. That's what we had the Black Panthers for. And they're going to cause you and demonize them to make you think they were the bad guy. No, they were there protecting their community. And we need to bring that back because we got to deal with idiots like this fool. We see you, we going to check you. And no, we ain't walking around with no roses. We got guns. We going to protect our neighborhoods. Our community constantly go through this stuff, constantly are going through grief, pain, hurt, despair, because one of our babies, if it ain't one of our babies, one of our grandmothers were taken, not nationally, because some idiot gonna shoot old grandma, gonna shoot old 70-year-old person sitting in the car by themselves, not doing nothing, just chilling, waiting for somebody to come out the store. But you're gonna let all these other people out. If they're white, you can go. If you're Hispanic, you can go because you can pass for white. If you're Asian, you can go. Boy, but if you black, you're a cockroach to me. And I'm going to step on you. That's the mentality of some of these wicked-minded, sadistic-minded, serial murdering-minded people. And I honestly think they got sleeper cells. I think they got, they have their orders, marching orders, and they willing to become a martyr. Because that's what the Buffalo Killer said in his manifesto. No, you ain't no martyr. You're a coward. You're a punk. And you should burn in hell. You should burn in hell. But let me keep going. And then I had to stop because we constantly see things like this in our neighborhoods. They just don't report it. The only reason they report this one, because this is so over the top. When they went to the dude's house, he was a coward, killed himself. Now, the one in Buffalo, he's still a coward, but he wasn't that much a coward to kill himself. He wanted to go through the process, and the justice system going to protect him while he's in jail. He's going to get with Aryan Nation, whatever, and get all kind of protection. And folks, we got to stop this. We got to really, really start stepping up and start making some noise and let people know this is not going to happen. The government is not trying to get us. Let me keep going. I'm sorry.
The FBI is investigating the shooting as a hate crime. Police say the gunman, 21-year-old.
You can't investigate it as a hate crime. It is. There's no reason for an investigation. The dude have all kind of paperwork on how much he hate black people, or in his words, the N-word. He's admitted it. He did it because of hate. When it comes to us, you got to do a hate crime investigation. When it comes to everybody else, you automatically call it a hate crime. But with us, we're going to investigate and see if this was indeed hate or if the guy was just mentally insane or deranged. Bruh, stop. Anybody who hates somebody for their skin color is mentally deranged and insane anyway. And this probably the guy you went to school with. Couldn't get a girl to save his life.
Ryan Christopher Palmer sent racist writings to local law enforcement, the media, even his own parents expressing his desire.
Now look at this. He sent this to law enforcement. He sent this to the media. He even sent it to his parents, talking about how much he want to kill black people. And you want to investigate to see if it's a hate crime. Man, if y'all don't go somewhere where that's foolishness, it's a hate crime all day. Now, sorry the punk can't be criminal, but they still need to have a trial and still need to have a court to signify to everybody that you do this to black people. That's going to be your. And you're going to get the death penalty. You do this in the black community need to step up to the point where you do this in the black community, you better assume you're going to get the death penalty before you even get out the neighborhood, dude. And it ain't going to be a welcome, I'm a martyr, and it's going to be a heroic way to go. Man, I remember the time they was ridicule us, they would strip us, beat us, cut off body parts and members and pass it around as souvenirs and stuff like that. Here, Bob, you can have the balls right there. You can go ahead and make a king chain out of it, and then skin us alive. You know, your buddy, you go make some sneakers out of his skin, burn us, and even some case cooked us. You got to read that book called The Delectable Negro. Even cooked us. Assuming that eating a black person would give you some kind of power. So no, this is not a hate crime. Yes, it is. It's a hate crime. You don't need to investigate it because you said he sent the letters to law enforcement agencies, to the media, to parents, expressing a desire to kill black people. That's hate crime all day. So stop with the foolishness.
Kill black people. Officials releasing video of the gunman in a tactical vest before he opened fire in the parking lot and then inside a Dollar General store Saturday afternoon.
He even walk around like a doofus dork. Probably be at home whacking off the Call of Duty. Yeah, I said it. A coward.
Several people at the store. Why I don't know. Some of them were white. But I do believe
he left several people go out this door. That's what the other white supremacist in Buffalo did. He let a lot of people go. You saw it on the video. He pointed the gun at one white guy and he said, "I'm sorry. I apologize," and moved on to the black person and shot them. We are being targeted. Yet this freaking government don't want to do nothing to give us a hate crime bill, but 3 days of something happened in Atlanta, a murder happened in Atlanta, and they're going to take those 3 murders to make sure any kind of crime, to any kind of, whether it's running your mouth or saying something wrong or something like that, or a threat, is considered a hate crime, but yet we don't have one. Well, we have one on the books. Man, scratch that. It's not strong enough. Trash it and come up with something with some real freaking teeth.
there was a couple that were not.
The victims identified as Angela Carr, Gerald Deshaun Gallion, and 19-year-old store employee Joseph LeBay Jr. AJ.
Why does he have to go now? Why so young?
Gerald Gallion's family says he worked hard to take care of his 4-year-old daughter.
My grandbaby keeps saying, "Where's my daddy?" And all I can do is grab her. I don't have the words right now.
Before the shooting, police say the gunman stopped at nearby Edward Waters University, a historically black institution where a school security officer saw him and called police to report a suspicious person on campus.
What? We're going to get to this idiot speech, but not a deadbeat dad. Yeah, it was young. Probably had a baby young, not married. But that doesn't matter. He worked hard to take care of his daughter. So that get rid of the myth of us being deadbeat dads. Majority of black men are the most loyal fathers. Now, we may not be the most loyal marriage, but we are the most loyal fathers to our kids. We take care of our kids. We'll do anything our kids. I mean, anything, even risk going to jail just to make sure our kids eat and have clothes and all that. A lot of hustlers out there on the street, they'll tell you I'm doing this for my kids. Now, some of them was lying, but most of them were doing it for their kids. I do anything to make sure my babies eat and are taken care of. His brother was working a probably minimum wage job at Family Dollar to take care of his babies. Now here's this fool.
What he did is totally unacceptable in the state of Florida.
And a prayer vigil, Governor Ron DeSantis vowing to provide more security to Florida HBCUs facing boos from the crowd.
Exactly. We'll get to that in a moment.
DeSantis has faced backlash over efforts to change Black history education in public schools with new curriculum standards, including a controversial provision that some slaves develop skills that could be used for their personal benefit.
So
now, let me.
that means they develop skills in spite of slavery, not because of slavery.
Meanwhile,
Now, let me stop there. This line, mother. Most of the skills that they claim that we developed, we already knew how to do. We already know how to do what is called, I can't even think of it, blacksmith. We were doing blacksmith back in Africa. We had horses, man. We had, when they tell you that we had to teach you all these things, you didn't have to teach us jack, man. We were doing this in Africa. We were doing this in America before you even came. We taught you. You couldn't even know how to survive in some of the marshlands of the South. You couldn't even deal with the heat in the South. You couldn't even deal with the mosquitoes and none of that stuff in the South unless we helped you. They learned these skills as slaves. No, they didn't. We knew how to build homes. We knew how to build ships. You ain't teach us jack. But probably know how to bootlick so we don't get a strap on our back, how to turn our own back on our own people so we can have some kind of comfort at their expense, how to lie and cheat. You ain't teach us jack. Half of the inventions that you got right now, you stole them. That's why you want to hide Black history, because once you go really into the detail of true American history on the Black side, you'll realize we contribute, not just contribute, that we built this thing. The only reason we couldn't expand and do what we needed to do because we were held back because of chains and a whip and fear and intimidation to keep us in place. There's so much y'all don't know. So much y'all don't know. So much I'm still learning. I get shocked. Let me give y'all some references soon. So I tell Black people, man, you see any kind of Black history online or anywhere, if you're able to get it and download it and put it in your pocket and lock it, because they will try to do whatever they can, which they can. You're not going to be able to stop Black history. You're not going to be able to stop telling the truth. It's already out there, and there's no way you can control it. You can take it out of schools or whatever. We're still going to teach it. And we have to go underground with it. We're going to do it. And we're going to teach your kids, too. Your kids don't care about, y'all being ashamed. You the one feels shame because of what your great-granddaddy and what your daddy did. And what you probably doing on the down low, teaching your kids how to hate people. What's wrong with you?
Authorities say the shooter who took his own life when officers arrived lived with his parents in his home outside Jacksonville. Adding a suicide note was found in his bedroom. An AR-style rifle and a handgun, one covered in hand-drawn swastikas, were recovered at the scene.
Swastikas, kind of like the other guy. Blue gloves. What's up with the blue glove? How come every time I turn around, somebody got some old bigot, racist young cat, usually young cat, somebody probably got in training, got a gun, AR-15, and some blue gloves. What's up with the blue gloves anyway? Oh, you don't get no fingerprint on it. A mama's boy. Can't get none. Because if your game was strong and you know how to get your Mac on, you wouldn't be living with your mama. That woman will love you so much that you got to come stay with her. Come move in with me. Now, you such a weak coward that you can't even, you probably don't have no game. Probably mad at black people because we got game. We know how to smooth talk. Get out of here with this mess, old coward.
His sickening ideology is not representative of the values of this Jacksonville community.
That's NBC's Gabe Gutierrez.
Now, brother cop brother, chief, you can't say that. You can't say that's not even the majority. You don't know what's in the mind and hearts of some of these people. That's why it's important to teach people our history. Telling the truth heals. It may hurt at first, but it heals. So even if critical race theory was a thing, it's a thing that should be taught. History should be taught. I don't care how good, bad, and ugly it is. Because you have to heal. You have to acknowledge some things you did wrong and some things that you did right. And hey, you did more wrong than right. We all know this. You're foul, despicable, and fearful cowards. Back then. I'm not talking about now. Some of them now. Afraid somebody gonna come up and do better than you. When most of these people could care less about that stuff. They just want to live their own lives. And you got to disrupt it by doing stupid stuff like this. Now, Ron DeSantis had the mitigated gall. They had a prayer vigil, mourning over these people. All of a sudden, he shows up. The man who stroked the flames of racism and bigotry, going, in my opinion, troll by popping up at the event. And this is what he had to say.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is here. We're going to ask the governor if he would come now and bring remarks.
Now, some clapping. Some in the back crying, saying no. Why? Because this guy have been stroking the flames. He doesn't praise black people. He'll praise his black people, what he think is great, like Frederick Douglass and all that, but he won't talk great about Malcolm X. He ain't gonna say nothing about Marcus Garvey. Oh, no. Even then, I'm not a Muslim and I don't subscribe to the Muslim religion, but Elijah Muhammad had done great for the black community. And I'm not gonna sit there and deny that just because, oh, yeah, I'm a Christian. Tremendous things for black people. Built tremendous men of valor. Got them off drugs. Dressed them up. Gave them a business mindset. Taught them, look, we need to run our own stuff. We need to have our own. Not only that, we need to have our own land. We need to segregate, yet still not segregate. Still be a part of this world, but have our own areas, just like any other community, just like the Asians do, just like the Arabs do, just like the Polish people do, just like the Italians do. All right, so people clapping, few people clapping, some people upset. Let's hear Ron DeSantis' speech. Sit up here eating candy I was supposed to. You see the girl face?
Well, thank you for doing that.
You see the sister face right here? What the? That big a racist mama actually gonna come here. He gonna come here. That sister was like, what? What the?
Well, thank.
Let me go back. I gotta see her face. Girl, this Negro had extra showed up. Him and his wife.
Well, thank you for doing this. I want to just say to the councilwoman. I got you. Don't worry about it. We've already been looking to identify funds to be able to help. One, make sure there's adequate security for Edward Waters College. We are not going to allow these institutions to be targeted by people.
So he said he's going to give funding, money, state money, to go toward, I guess, help hiring more people. Well, you can't do that with state funding, but only so long. You need to tell that security firm to hire more people. That's what's going to do it. Your state funding ain't going to do anything. And what money is going to do? Throwing money ain't going to help fight white supremacy. It ain't going to help defeat it. Not your money. Not money from a white supremacist ain't going to help defeat white supremacy. Throwing money at the situation ain't going to necessarily help. We need some laws. We need some structure. We need some get to the point. You mess around and commit a hate crime toward black people, that's your behind. Throwing money out here. He can't take the booze.
Okay, listen, y'all. Let me
And
tell you.
Lord. Oh, Lord. This is the part that got me right here. All right. Not only do I feel he's trolling these people, because deep down inside, this doesn't bother him. He don't care, at least in my opinion. He don't care about no black person getting shot. He just care about it may make him look bad as a leader. See, he need to be able to do his dog whistle on the down low as much as he can, yet seem like he's a man of the people, and he is not the man of the people. The people don't like him. Maybe some white, right, some left that's racist, because there's a lot of left people racist too, not all on the right. But people who just don't like black people on left and right. Oh, clearly you don't think just haters of black people on the right. Come on. They're on the right and left. It ain't got nothing to do. Hey, people who hate people because of color, it's a sickening. It's a mindset. It has nothing to do with political ideology. It has everything to do with religious ideology. In order for us to maintain and control, we got to control how many people are birthed. We got to control how many people live. We got to control how many people survive. We got to pick and choose who come and who goes, because that's all happening. That's all happening with immigration too. We picking who gets to come and who gets to go. They ain't just letting anybody, well, maybe from Latin America and from South America, they let, just come one. They need an ally. They thinking we let all these Latinos in here since our numbers are dwindling and most of them are considered themselves white, also identify as white. It help our numbers to maintain our white supremacy stature or position. It ain't gonna work. Trolling these people. And the people don't like it. Negro, you the one be motivating people. You don't deal with white supremacy at all. And even right here, you're not going to deal with it. You're not going to call him a racist. You're not going to call him a bigot. You're not going to call him a white supremacist. You're going to call him something dumb.
Parties aside.
And here is this bumbling, black bootlicking, Democratic councilwoman. I say Democrat. But even if she was a Republican, for her to sit here and minimize the situation, these people are outraged. These people are upset at these murders, and they see many murders like this happen, not just particularly this one. Like I said, a lot of them happen on a consistent in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a big city in Florida. A lot of these murders happen in Florida, but they're not reported because there's no way to really identify the situation, because the news media is going to, once they find out the motive behind this, they're going to blow it up. And if it's the motive is race, hate, rage, and anger against a particular set of people, the media is going to blow this up. And Ron has got to get behind this. But most of the other murders that happen is still the same thing, but there's no paperwork to prove it's that. You have to literally go to court and try to assume that it was race. That's why a lot of them say, hold on, Robert. You can't assume that this is a racial issue. You're always pulling out the racial card. Well, most of it is. All you have to do is take a look at it, find out the situation, the location, and you can see the motive behind it, even though there's no paper trail talking about the motive, just like this one. There was a paper trail. So he had to get behind this. and try to deal with this situation. And here she is coming to defend this man instead of letting these people have their rage and anger. And if he was a real leader of the people and really cared about black people, which he don't, he would understand. He would say, look, I understand. And look, maybe it has something to do with me. Maybe my dog whistle, maybe I need to be more specific on these situations. But no, he's still talking in codes. Still showing hidden agendas. But it's always got to be the black woman that they got to go out and scald black people for them being outraged. It happened with Keisha Bottom B over there in Atlanta when they had the riots. Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to stop this. Y'all ain't gonna be doing this in my city. Girl, it's their city and they the one voted your butt in. So you don't run them. And the same thing with this lady. Let me let this lady run her mouth.
Cause it ain't about parties today.
Who said?
A bullet don't know a party.
All right, look here, Goldie, Blondie with the big white glasses. Nobody said anything about a party. A murder happened. Nobody asked what party affiliation this guy was. But this guy is a known, dedicated, recorded supporter of Ron DeSantis. So for you to say it's not about a party, it may not be a party, but a man, he really looked up to this man that's in the Republican Party. And the Republican Party is real strong on guns, get guns, get guns, get guns at any cost. And in Florida, man, they changing all the stand your ground laws, the ability to carry. They just making it easier for anybody to get a gun, to pop off on any dumb reason. And clearly, somebody probably was looking at this situation to see what did the other person do to make this person go off. No, stop. That didn't happen. This dude was looking for trouble. Just like your boy, Kyle Rittenhouse, looking for trouble. And she, y'all need to stop. Y'all need, girl, you need to shut the hell up. I'm sorry. Look, I might cuss this particular episode. Nah, shut the hell up. Because this pisses me off. I'm so sick and tired. Or I'm so healed and full of energy. Let me rephrase that. I'm so healed and full of energy. I cursed that, what I just said. I'm so healed and full of energy. It's people like this chick that make me mad. The Mammy Simone Sanders type, always trying to protect white zaddy, always trying to give them a pass, always trying to say, forget you black people don't know what you're talking about. This man over here is this. And the black community telling you, no, that person ain't that. And then you're going to scald the people who voted you in office, the people who put you in the seat, and you're going to sit there and talk down to them in front of this suspected white supremacist. Let me say that. And his wife. A legendary who's messing with your black history. Now, some of that junk in the black history, they need to throw out. That don't need to be in there, like the LGBTQ stuff and all that. That need to be separate. Why is that in there? But majority of that stuff, no. Always, let me tell you something, folks. When you voted this person in the office, don't be afraid to clap back at these politicians. Don't be afraid. See, when George Bush went down to Iran and started talking that trash in Iraq, started talking that trash, that brother took off a shoe and tried to hit him twice. Which at that time was one of the most insults in that region. For somebody to take off their shoe, toe jams and all, funk and all, and throw it at you, that means that person is pissed. For him to do that, he's pissed at you. The people are pissed at Ron DeSantis and not himself. The way he had them try to deal with the educational laws, he could have had the state of Florida come out with a hate crime bill. Personally, states' rights. You don't have to wait till the United States, the Congress, the House of Representatives to come up with a bill for Joe Biden to just don't sign when it comes to black hate. Because I don't think Joe Biden will sign that. This man could have did this himself if he cared about black people. But no, he don't. Matter of fact, he passed laws encourage people to do stuff to black people. There was a time when we could protest, and we could protest in the middle of the streets. He's passing a law to let people run you over. Run you over. And here she is trying to protect him. Folks, don't let these politicians get in your face and do this mess. You clap back on. Shut up, be quiet. Who the hell you telling to shut up? I voted for you. You shut the hell up. We ain't taking this stuff. And everybody need to be in one accord and say, we gonna vote you out. We gonna vote you out. We gonna vote you out. You ain't gonna come talk to us like that. Girl, you out. How dare you come talk to the community like you run us? You're not in charge of us. It's the same with Joe Biden or any other president. You don't talk to us like you better than us. If it weren't for us, you wouldn't be in power. Like my mom used to say, I brought you in this world and I take you out. I gave you life. And she's going to sit here and scold these people, and these people just sit there and let her do it.
So don't get me started. Okay, Jacoby.
All right. So don't get me started. So what she's doing, she's trying to show off that she can be a black handler toward this white supremacist. This is an age-old tradition. I want to show you that I can keep these black people in line. I can show you how to control these black people. Talk to them. Talk down to them. Don't get me started. Ooh. Which, if you want to take that W off and put a B there, which, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Who in the hell do you think you are? I'm your councilwoman. Which, you would not be a councilwoman if we didn't put you there. And then you gonna come over here and talk to us like that, and you gonna defend this mug? Instead of saying, hey, Ron, you gotta take it as it is, Doc. The folks are angry. And a lot of them see you as being a part of the problem. And until you stop being part of the problem, you're gonna keep getting booed. You ain't gonna get no black support, and we're gonna rally other people not to vote. Don't get me started. Ooh, boys, better be glad I'm not there. This is why I work nights. I usually go to sleep. I work overnight. When they have these rallies, you know, I can't go. And if I did, man, I'll go to jail, man, because I don't cuss. But I sure be, when it comes to issues like this, I'll be tempted to cuss your black, white, red, yellow, A out. Tempted. Who the you think you are to come talk to me like that? It's a job, it's still a paycheck. But if you want to be no councilwoman, but hey, you're a councilwoman for the day. But remember this one day. When we will remember this day when we vote you out, how you chose this white supremacist, pathological line, bigot, racist, said this is the bad job over us. You choose to shut us down to let him speak.
It's nice, but Ann is not. Now, if the governor wanted to come here now, if the governor wanted to come here, so don't get me started. Okay, Jacoby is nice, but Ann is not. Now,
I don't give a. Jacoby is nice, but Ann is not. And I'm not nice either, lady. I don't play with stuff like this. If I knew I would not get in trouble, I would smack the literal crap out of you. I'm sorry, no, I would. If I knew I wouldn't get in trouble, see, I know I would get in trouble, so I wouldn't smack you. But who the you need some. You need a Will Smith. Nah, that wasn't even a real hard smack. You need to take off the club gloves. I challenge you to a duel slap. You need to have some kind of slap for talking to somebody like that. That's okay. We'll slap you at the voting booth. We'll slap your behind right on office. I ain't got to physically slap you. That's beyond me. But I would probably cuss you out. Woo, I would have to bite my tongue around you. Folks, I got a pet peeve. Same thing with Alexandria Cortez. Oh, pet peeve. Girl, shut the hell up. Shut up. Nobody like you no more. You ain't nothing but a Latino Nancy Pelosi. Your approval rate going down. The only people like you is the doped up, still believing in Bernie progressives.
If the governor wanted to come here and he bringing gifts to my community, y'all know I'm taking the gifts.
So if the governor come here and bring me some butter biscuits, I'm taking the butter biscuits. I'm taking the gifts. What if the community said we don't want the gifts from the governor? You still gonna take it? You gonna not listen to your constituents? What the community say our way of protesting Ron DeSantis is we don't want jack nothing from him. We don't want no money. We don't want no food. We don't want nothing. We need him to get his butt in there and get a hate crime bill for black people here in the state of Florida. The NAACP has put out an edict out here saying don't travel to Florida. And Florida is a beautiful place, y'all. I know. I was born and raised there. She gonna take the money. If you want to give me some help, I'm gonna take it. Girl, almost called the B word. It ain't about you, but you think it is. You think you the hot Now, I'm the councilwoman, and I run stuff. You don't run jack. We run it. You're there to do the work for us. You work for us. Well, you don't own us. You don't work. Ooh, let me get off this. Like Too Short said, Nyetch. I didn't say the B word. Nyetch. You got some nerves. Let me let this finish. I'm almost done with this one.
Because we've been through enough already. And
what?
And I don't want to go through no more. Now y'all just be quiet just a minute and let the governor say what he gonna say. And we gonna get this party started. You
getting a party started. What? 3 people got killed. I done been through enough. This community has been through enough. Yeah, we have. So let us talk to the mayor. Let us talk to the governor and tell them that we don't want your money. We don't want nothing from you. We want you to fix our school system the way we want it. We want you to put that study back, add more study, teach true history, not yours. We need you to get a hate crime bill for black people in Florida and a host of other things. This ain't the time for you to shine, Goldie. I'm trying to bite my tongue. This ain't your time, lady. This is the people versus Ron DeSantis. And we don't need no black bootlicking kissing, bed wench Mammy trying to protect him. Y'all gonna shut up and y'all gonna listen to this governor. And he gonna give us some money to help us. Damn you and damn your money. We need you to do a hate crime bill. We're tired of all these white supremacists coming up here killing up our people and they don't get no real deal consequences. You need to fix these gun laws. You need to do more background checks. You got a whole lot of work to do in Florida, y'all. A whole lot of work to do. And we got to get this bootlicking son of a... We got black people like this standing in the way of black progress. All because she want to get some butter biscuits. Yes, a master. Yeah, I take the butter biscuit. Y'all better go and let master speak. Don't you be booing master. Oh no, don't. Oh no. Oh God, don't boo master. Don't be booing the master. He gonna give us some butter biscuits tonight. Man, you can take them butter biscuits, turn them some sideways, and stick them straight up your behind. We need more than butter biscuits, lady. We need more than that. We can get our rifles and go protect our own schools. We don't need no help from you, Governor Ron DeSantis, but some new bills. And the ability to protect our community at all costs, by any means necessary. That's what we need. She up here trying to scramble and beg and shut down our own community, piss on our own community and crap on our own community to get some freaking butter biscuits. Let them people talk.
Hear me? Hear me? Okay, let's do it.
You hear me. You hear me like you somebody, your mama. And look at him just smiling. You hear me? I'm tired of going through this. Now the governor want to give us some, help us out. He gonna help us out. Well, the people don't want the governor help. You want the governor help. And you auditioning for the governor right now to prove that you can keep us in line and keep us shut up, just like some old, overseer on a plantation. A female Stephen from Django. Don't worry about it, boss. Give me the microphone. I shut this down, boss. And you black people sit there and let her. Man, the hell I would, man. Get out of here. I don't work for you and you don't work for me. I put you in office. No, you shut the hell up. Y'all should have been yelling that out to her. No, you and the governor can go to hell. Tired of our babies getting shot. Tired of our elderly getting shot. Point blank range. If y'all not going to stop this, you can go to hell. Now, let's listen to Ron keep talking because he ain't helping the situation. Look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile on his wife's face.
So we have already identified funds from the state of Florida. We're going to be in touch with Dr. Faison. We're going to be announcing some stuff tomorrow morning, which I think will help not only with security.
White supremacists and black people, you got to get this out of your head. Do not replace justice for funds. Benjamin Crump, all these people out here, they try to get a lawsuit for the victims of a senseless murder by some white supremacist bigot or by some cop, and they try to go get money. That minimize your outrage because they're making it about them. And of course, it's their family members, but excuse me, you got to get to the point where, look, I mean, I'll go to court and get a settlement, but I ain't letting this go. And look, forgiveness is a powerful tool. It helps you heal. But you ain't got to do that junk in public. And you judges out there, you don't supposed to be going out here representing me and my family. Bokum John and his family sat there and let that judge sit there and hug that lady, and that lady walked in that man's house talking about, I thought it was my house. Walked in that man's house and killed him. Oh, love. We need to love and forgive. Oh, love. Yeah, you can love and forgive, but you ain't got to do that out loud. You ain't got to do that in public. In public, it's about justice. Because if you don't let justice reign in this situation, it's going to keep happening and happening and happening. As long as you loving and forgiving in public, they're going to say, hey, we can keep on doing this because they're going to keep on loving and forgiving us in public. No. Justice must be served. Any kind of justice. Because I'm like this, you kill my baby, I'm coming to get you. I'm not looking for love and forgiveness. You kill my child, I'm going to kill you. That's the bottom line. Kill my kid, I'm killing you. I'm hunting you down and I'm killing you and I just do the bid. With a smile on my face. See, that message send more fear. This love and forgive don't send fear. They look at you and say, you dumb, stupid Negro. I hate you, and you're trying to love me. And I guess love will prevail. But it's it's going to happen. It's going to have to happen through prayer, forgiveness, all in. And you don't do that stuff in public. You do that in your personal time, in your personal home, in your personal closet. But when it comes to outside, when it's a case like this, it's about justice. Because if you don't deal with this person, it's going to happen over and over and over again to other people. It's not about you. It's about your community. Throwing money at the black community. They think the only answer, the way we can calm this down and quell this down in the black community, let's just give them some cash. Man, take your cash and kiss my.
But also an attempt to help these families. The fact of the matter is, you had a major league scumbag come from Clay County up here, and what he did is totally unacceptable in the state of Florida.
Now, he said what we had was a total scumbag that did this. He can't say this was a racist. He can't say this was a white supremacist. The lady in the background said he's a racist. He's a racist. Shout out to the sister calling it as it is. Say it again, sister. All of them need to be saying it all in one accord. Man, what's up with y'all, man? Man, I need to get more involved with organizing, man. Man, if I'm having a prayer vigil and I'm finding out the mayor coming or the governor coming, I'm getting about 20 of us and said, look, if he start trying to sugarcoat this thing, trying to code this thing, because see, he's on code. See, white supremacists some of them outright to tell you. But when you want in legislation, when you're in a legislative position, you got to represent all people in that position. So you got to be codified in your language. So you can't say racist, bigot, because you got some racists and bigots that's going to vote for you. So he's not going to call it like it is. But that sister in the background calling it like it is, shout out to that sister. Get that sister a sandwich or something, whatever. But the rest of you Negroes in the back should have been right in one accord with her saying, a racist, a racist. See, a racist will never call out a racist. Ron DeSantis is calling this guy a scumbag. Why? Because Ron DeSantis himself is a scumbag and a racist. But scumbag he can say. Racist he can't say because he know he'll be talking about himself. He was a scumbag. Get out of here.
We are not going to let people be.
Let me stop again there. I'm almost finished with this one. Black people, even my white friends, or whatever color you are, when you know it's a racist situation, when this guy had written letters to the police department, to the news media, talk about how he wanted to kill black people, and you sit there and call him a scumbag? No, scumbag is too much. That's honey. That's tea. I call anybody a scumbag. I call what's his name in the movies, the light-skinned dude with the green eyes. I forgot his name. I call him scumbag because he always a scumbag in some movie, always trying to push up on somebody's wife. Forgot his name, Michael something. I call him a scumbag. There's a lot of people I call scumbag, but I don't call them racist. I don't call them racist. Don't let this man sit here and do cold language just appease to his base. Shout out to the sister in the back.
Targeted based on their race. We are going to stand up and we are going to do what we need to.
If you know he was targeted by his race, you should have called him a racist. You're racist.
To make sure that evil does not triumph in the state of Florida. And that
evil that does not triumph in the state of Florida. Well, the epitome of evil in Florida is standing right there with that doggone microphone in his hand. Him and his wife. How could you be married to somebody like that? Why?
That means we are going to work with Edward Waters so that they have whatever security they need. In Florida, we've already given a lot of money to Jewish day schools because they've been targeted with anti-Semitism.
Why is it that when something happened to the black community and the black community crying out, we need help, and if you're not going to give us the help, and the help means concrete legislation with some teeth, not some freaking money. Why you always got to bring another community in it when it comes to us? Black and brown. No, leave it black. Well, black people, we already did this for the Asian. We did it for the Asian community. No, what? Don't even bring up no Asians. Don't bring up no Jewish community. He just totally threw a monkey wrench in your freaking outrage. Why would you bring up what you did for a Jewish school in the middle of a situation where 3 black people got killed? Well, we already helped out some Jewish communities and stuff like that. That's another way of him trying to say he's not racist when he's racist. Well, I helped out Jews, so I'm not racist. No, dude, there's some Jewish people that's racist. I met a Jewish Holocaust victim that is racist as all night. Your family got slaughtered by Hitler because of your dark skin and of your features that he was threatened by. And you're doing the same thing. You may not be slaughtering, but you slaughter me with your words and with your eyes. Hateful lady, man, hateful. Not saying all of them like that, but this one, boy, hateful. Don't let black people, don't let these bootlick black women come out here and talk to you just because they got a position that you put them in, that you elected to, that they are there to work for you. They act like they're your mama and talk down to you. Don't let that happen. You clap back. And when these politicians come out here and try to sugarcoat racist incident, talking about scumbag, you stop them in this track right there. If they talk about sending you some money to help you out with that situation, we don't need your money. We need you to get out there and write some legislation and get some stuff done. I want some money. I go sling some things, man. I'll give me an OnlyFans account or something like that if I want some money. I don't need your money. And I don't need your protection. Let us protect ourselves without impunity. Let us get our own guns. Let our rifle clubs protect us. We'll do a whole lot better than y'all because we can't trust the people that you bring in to protect us because it could be more bigots, more racists. Let my community protect us. Let black gun clubs and black organizations protect that black school. Don't trust you.
Well, let me tell you this. You are not going to target HBCUs in the state of Florida and get away with it. We're going to hold you accountable. We're not going to let it happen. And we thank what everybody.
How about you're not going to target, period? If we find out you're about to target it, we got you. We're going to tear you behind up. It's over for you.
It's done, TK, the mayor. And just know that the state of Florida stands with the community. Help is on the way. God bless you all.
Now, he said that real quick. No questions. He's out of there because he got to get out of there. She's still saying he was a racist. That's right. Boo him. He's power to the people. That's right. All right. I'm done with this particular segment. I'm going to reiterate some things. Ron DeSantis is the governor, and he have a legislation that does just about everything he wants to get done. If he want to pass a hate crime bill, he can lobby for it and pass it. But no, he continue to let these haters hate. Go up and shoot up a club full of gay people. Go up and shoot a Christian school because I guess you gay. A gay person goes up and shoot a Christian school. I don't think that happened in Florida. I don't recall, but the ability to happen is there. A lot of school shootings in Florida. It's easy to get a gun. It's easy to stand your ground. There's not enough surveillance. Black folks, the ball is in your court. We're all humans. And we have to take care of one another. But you're worse than the infidel if you don't take care of your own. I don't get upset when I see the Asian community protecting their community. Black person want to come out there, white person come out there, whatever, want to act all foolish, then they going to check that. And they should. And black people need to do the same thing. You got somebody that's not black. If you got somebody that's black coming in and acting all fool, the community need to check them. We need to police our own community. Not saying we shouldn't have police departments. They need a lot of retraining, need a lot of help. They need to revamp that sucker and teach these people what policing is and change the laws where they actually have to serve and protect, because they don't have to serve or protect you. That's just a figment of imagination of saying. But legally, they don't have to protect you. They don't have to serve you. Even though we think they're there, we pay them to serve and protect. No. They're not obligated to do none of that stuff. So it's up to you. We have to start gatekeeping our community, and we got to definitely got to gatekeep the places that most of our people go. Unarmed security guards are soft targets. It's not good. Arm some of these security guards. But my main point is this. Ron DeSantis went down there to troll. I don't think Ron DeSantis give 2 cents about that family. But he's running for office and he got to seem like he's the president of all people. And I believe that's the reason why he went there. Ron DeSantis is going to be Ron DeSantis, a pathological, lying, bigot, racist. And he's proud of it. He just won't admit it, but inward he's proud of it. You can see it in his legislation. This is my message to the black community. Number one, if you know somebody coming to your community and you know that he's a low-key racist, address him on it. Don't hide, don't sugarcoat, address him. And if somebody shut you down, make sure you got 4 or 5 other people to address him too. Number 2, don't let no black politician, male or female, act like they your mama. You put them in office, you can take them out of office. They're there to work for you. You don't owe them nothing. I dare some politician come talk to me like that. I don't give a crap who it is. I'm itching to get in Mary Adams' face. I'm itching. I'm always itching to get at AOC, itching to get out of Jemima Bowman because they ain't doing their job. They both voting for money to go to Ukraine, and we need money right here in the Bronx. Senior centers can't get no money because they sending all the money to Ukraine. So what the activity coordinators are forced to do, they have to dial for dollars to major organizations and charitable organizations to get money just to help feed the seniors during their day, who's already on a fixed income. Don't let no politician down talk you, especially when you elected. I'm so-and-so. He may be nice, but I ain't nice. She ain't nice either. Shut up, lady. Shut the hell up. Adamanelli, yo, don't let her talk. You don't talk to us like that. Yo, y'all don't let her talk to you like that. You elected her. I would have said F Ron DeSantis and F you too. Get the F out my face. Make sure I find somebody to run against your behind. I dare you come to talk. Same thing with AOC. So don't let no bootlicking politician try to down talk you. Number two, if that bootlick politician talking about accepting some gifts from some person that ain't doing nothing for the black community, ain't got no concrete legislation, no plans, no strategies to uplift the black community, you tell them, if you take one red dime from that racist piece of trash, I'm voting you out. I see you as complicit to his racist crime. I don't want $1 from that man. I need money, but I don't need money. I don't want one red dollar from that racist bastard. Not one. This community don't need nothing from that bigot. Tell that bigot go fix that these college courses and these high school courses and make sure teach true black history and true American history, not one you want to tell us about. How about you go do that? How about you change some of these laws that's going to protect black people? How about you do that? That's what we want. We don't need you. We can go handle protecting that school over there. We got all these gun clubs. Let our gun clubs, let the Black Panthers, whatever, go out there and protect. We don't trust your police anyway. They may be white supremacists too in the police force. But one thing we know, ain't gonna be no white supremacists in the Black Panther Party unless they're infiltrators. And we find out about them, we're gonna deal with them too. So these are the things. And number two, lastly but not least, justice has to be the thing in the public view. This love, forgive, and his thoughts and prayers and stuff, you need to pocket that stuff and handle that between your own closed doors in your house. I'm not telling you don't do it, but handle that. In public, justice. You kill one of ours, Governor, you better do something about that, because we ain't going to take that lightly. See, back in the day, they would send lynch mobs if they heard that you looked at a white woman. They would send a lynch mob out to lynch you if they heard you look. That's what happened to Emmett Till. Talking about overprotecting your community. What? I wouldn't think about that woman. That woman ain't not even my type. But all we need was one accusation that you looked at that woman or said something nice to that woman and she didn't like it. She took it the wrong way. A whole lynch mob would come after you to take you out. We got to kind of have that. I said kind of have that. We got to have the mentality that if you take one of ours out of our community, well, you better hope to God we don't find you. And believe me, we're looking for you. You need to strike fear in the heart of these people that you won't think twice. Try it. Come over here and take one of us out and see if we don't. Well, we better not find out who did it or who you are. And I'm like this, man. I'm telling you again. You take one of my loved ones out, no. I'm gonna have a jailhouse ministry. I'm telling you, if it's my child, I'm looking for you. You better kill yourself. Taking your life, suicide, is going to be the most sane thing you did, the most easy way out that you're going to ever have. Because if I ever get my hand on you, you're going to wish you would have. And that's the mentality. If I ever find out somebody doing something to my child, he going to wish he was dead. I'm going to make him wish he was dead 10 times over. Ain't no way in hell. So we got to stop bowling up, man. The image of these people is that we're weak. All of us are Christians, and we gonna do what Jesus did. What would Jesus do? And when most of these people, they don't even take time to read the Bible to see what Jesus do. Man, they don't even know that there was time when Jesus went off on people. Jesus whipped people with chains and stuff, man. Turned over, went off in the church and started beating people down because there was some injustice going on in the church. And he was like, no, I'm gonna bring justice back in this church. If I have to kick somebody behind to do it. Jesus did that. Kick behind. And we need to do the same thing. You ain't gonna come up in this place and think you're gonna come in my community of all places, my community, let alone outside in your community, I'm not there to protect them like talking about, but if I find out you did it, I'm coming to your community and look for you. And I'm going to ask the people in your community to draw you out, to throw you out here. It's going to be a problem. You kill one of mine, I'd be like Negan. You take one of mine, I got to take one of yours. That's if it come to my child. I don't play that. Anyway, I'm done with this particular segment of the Raw Report. Ron DeSantis booed by the black community because the black community knows that he is complicit. He is not a helper to fix this situation. He is a part of the problem. And then you got this bootlicking, butt-kissing Mammy acting like she runs the black community, that she's the Pied Piper in the black community. Listen to her, old James Clyburn spirit. And the black community sit there and let her do that. Man, y'all need to stop that, man. Y'all need to been going off on both of them. Who the? You think, no, we don't want jack from you. The dude is a racist. Can't you say it out your mouth? Say it, Ron. Say it. Say he's a racist. Say he's a white supremacist. You can't because you're talking about yourself, you bigot racist fool. And ladies, shame on you. Instead of being on our side, you're going to take his side. Say goodbye to your career. I'm Bob Brown with the Bob Brown Show. I'll holler at you later. This is supposed to be Bobby Brown on the GO. Holler at you later. Peace.